Hi. There's a weird energy around me right now. I try to cleanse from it, but it's like as if you can penetrate a surface, even though you know that there's underneath the surface, there's really deep and important things lying dormant that you don't have access to because this is giving Scorpio moon energy, basically. We have three cards coming out immediately. The first one is shallow, hollow, empty, boredom. The second one is abandoned, left out, walked away, cold. Time, waiting cycles, moments. Okay, so the Scorpio moon energy is really strong. It's like being stuck in a space beyond time and space is what I'm hearing, or stuck in a room beyond time and space, where like in a state of limbo, waiting, waiting, or okay, no, only one part of you is waiting. Okay, it's very abstract, but this feels like, and this is gonna sound very like poetic language or whatnot, but it feels like there's a part of you that's been left behind in a space they don't feel comfortable in, whatever that means. This part of you is waiting for you to come back. You kind of abandoned it, you left it behind, and it wants to come back. We have longing coming out, craving, aching, wanting. It's not just sexually, this is just a really strong pull. I'm not sure if this is connected to your inner child or not. This feels like a therapy session right now. That's why I was getting this strong scorpionic energy. This feels like therapy for a child. We have fantasy coming out as well. So there's some sort of imbalance when it comes to how you view yourself. There's some sort of imbalance when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to real emotions, fake emotions, learned, so conditioned emotions, and authentic emotions. And I think this part of you that you left behind, this small part of you that you left behind, was the most authentic part of you, and it feels abandoned, and it also feels like you don't have access to it as much anymore. This reminds me of when people say follow your heart. If you don't know what you want to do, follow your heart, and you don't know how to follow your heart because part of your heart has been abandoned by you. So right now it feels like you're living in a state of delirium. You're daydreaming a lot. You might deal with depersonalization, derealization. Something might have happened to you where you had to leave that part behind to grow. So for example, trigger warning. I'm going to put a trigger warning here because these are really deep themes. I mean, with Scorpio as the first instinct, yeah, we have withdrawn too. So lonely, solitary, single. You're not someone who has had a lot of experience in relationships, because it always felt like that part that's missing is the part that would help you in relationships, help you love. I could be talking to someone who's dealt with depersonalization, derealization, autism as well. There's a feeling of alienation, feeling alienated from your surroundings, feeling even alienated from yourself, not being able to understand yourself very well. As bottom deck energy, we have obsession coming out, infatuation, adoration, and addiction. And what I'm hearing is, if you are not whole, if there's missing parts in your heart, especially the thing that's supposed to lead you and supposed to guide you in love and in all endeavors when it comes to emotions, when that part of you is missing, it can lead to compensation in relationships or addictive behaviors. So trying to kind of deal with your symptoms in your own way, self-medication, just toxic attachments, right? I want to pull some tarot cards to see what else wants to come out. I feel like I should say too that you shouldn't get your psychological advice from me. You should get it from a trained professional. You're lucky because I went to school. I'm not going to reveal, actually. I don't want to talk about myself. This is you. Just make sure to get advice from a trained professional that knows what they're talking about. If you're having thoughts of ending it or not, no, that was rude to say. That's not what I meant to say. It's not thoughts of ending it, more so thoughts of not going forward. Like the contrary, you don't know how to move forward, even though you want to, because the thing that you left behind wants to come with you, but you have to integrate it first. So Nine of Swords in the reverse. So coming out of restlessness a little bit. You're trying to, again, you want to move forward. To do that, you have to go through it. You can't jump over it, you have to go through it. And to get back that part of yourself that has been abandoned, the part of your heart that's meant to lead you forward, you have to release some fears that are connected to the loss of that part of yourself. You have to release some fears because it's not just that you abandon that part of yourself, it's also that this part of yourself has been scared off by the shit you went through. So now it's hard for that part to come forward and guide you, I guess. This is that's why earlier when I talked about the shallow card, how it feels like there's something hidden beneath the surface that you don't have access to. You're trying to scratch on the ice, scratch on the surface, because you can see down there that there's something moving, that there's something beneath the ice, but you don't have access to it. So this is very deep-seated. These fears are very deep-seated, and you've been living a little bit of a shallow life, like moving on the surface. And that doesn't help you when it comes to your future. You know that the future you are envisioning for yourself includes all parts of you. It includes an authentic version of yourself. And when you don't integrate all parts of you, then there's an imbalance within, and that can lead to a lack of a long-term vision, because if you don't know who you are, then you don't know where you're going, right? You're just going to go with the current, and you don't know where the current will take you. Sometimes that's good, but when you're at a space like this, then that's not good. You have to find a map, a roadmap. Yeah, you want to move on. We have the 5 of Cups coming out. So this is the 3rd suit that has come out, and this is the 4th suit. So we have all the suits. This always means to me that all aspects of your day-to-day life, not just all the aspects of your day-to-day life, are influenced by this integration, transformation, but more so all the perspectives that you can take on to view this life. I've repeated that. I'm repeating myself now because I've already mentioned this in a different reading. The suits, they represent the elements, right? We have the swords for air, we have the pentacles for earth, the cups for water, and the wands for fire. And that is all the different perspectives you can look at life from. You can take action towards life. You can think about life. You can experience life from more emotional or materialistic standpoints. That is all the suits. And for the fact that all of them came out here, we have the 9 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, all in the reverse. And then we have the 6 of Wands coming out here. That is fire energy. So Gemini energy, we have Taurus energy, Scorpio energy, as well as Leo energy. I'm seeing that you will be successful when you realize when to slow down and when to speed up. Take it as it resonates, because we have the Knight of Pentacles coming out, and I keep turning him around to the reverse and the upright. And the Knight of Pentacles is all about working hard, being productive. He's the slowest moving knight because he puts in the most work. He's the epitome of work harder, not smarter. You know what I mean? So it will take so much reprogramming, learning, unlearning, and relearning to reintegrate that lost part, that abandoned part of yourself back into yourself, so that you become whole. Because imagine you're a ball, you're a sphere. You need all the parts, you need the sphere to be whole for it to roll, right? That's the picture I got. If there's a piece missing, it's not gonna roll smoothly forward. It's always gonna kind of be deterred from their path, is what I'm hearing. So right now, just focus on your wholeness. Focus on a responsible mindset when it comes to your mental and physical health. Try to parent yourself, try to reparent yourself, try to have understanding, try to be patient with your insecurities. Don't let shame overpower you. Have grace and be merciful with yourself. 0909 on the timer. Thank you for being here. Happy healing.